Ganda bange bwe twasoma amateeka nkimanyi abamayizi okwabakolera mu mbeera yambirira naye awo tutereezeewo naffe bannamateeka obuvunaanyizibwa waffe si justice and what at the end of the day bwe tupromotinga crime bundi mu society ffenna we lose as a country sagala kugenda nnyo wano kyembawadde basically update Ssegirinya bwatyo bwabadde tasobodde omulamuzi oluvannyuma lw'ebyo byonna n'agamba state ayogedde bino omwogedde bino okola okubanga temulidde mwenna ku proceedinga byonna mbisazizzaamu mukobeyo okulwokuna olupya 15 April isawulire mu maaso just like that Ssegirinya n'asigalayo naye ffe bannabateeka nagaffe tugenda kubawo wetuli era 15 April tujja kubeera mu kooti tujja gezaako okulaba nga tumufunira twakusesinga tuba basobola okusesinga personal doctor mu prison olw'embeera embi gy'alimu tujja kugezaako okulaba nti nno tumufunira production warrant okulaba basobola okujja before that date naye kaba bityo bibiri sometimes bibeera nga bibiri ng'olina bitwala nga bibiri yadde si bye biri feya oba yadde si bye bikusanyusa ensonga bwetyo bwekuza eki bwetambudde mpozi kyensembya njagala okwebaza abantu bonna abatwalidde mu mbeera ez'enjawulo na bonna abasigala okubeera nga baagala okuyamba abantu kubanga tusigala tukola emisango gino olumu nyiza okuba nga obudde bange butoniye mu kukola lives zino naye ngezaako okubalaga nti olwe n'abanga nfunidde akati okusobola okubeera nga mbawanga lives naye olumu tukola emisango continuously nga tusobodde nabakubawa update kati enkya genda okwebajja mu kkooti buli alina ky'oba osobodde bw'era bw'oyagala okuyamba kuba n'abaana bali ebbawo mu kkooti maaso ng'ogamba nti Shame mu Malende ng'awoza emisango sobola omuweerezayo ez'amafuta ayambe ku baana oli bwa ddembe naye ssente ezo togezaako okuweereza ssente ku nnamba y'omuntu akulimye nga tereta mannya gange eyange mugimanyi mwenna bulijjo eya 775 eyo ennamba yange ereta mannya ga Shame mu Malende ya MT bwoba alina kyoyagala okuweereza nga mafuta oba ogamba kijja kuyambako omusango oba mu bantu mu baana abanyigirizibwa ku pulogulaamu abagala obuyambi ebikwata ku mateeka bya kkooti Shame mu Malende embeera ng'ovudde kuziriza muweereza ku central pool yaffe eya NUP ey'obukulembeze osooka Shame mu Malende nga atambula wano ne wali kamuweerezeyo ez'amafuta teri agaana ennamba yange eri 07751518 leeta mannya ga Shame mu Malende ate waliwo neya Airtel ya 0702 551588 naye leeta mannya ga Shame mu Malende abamu oyinza okugamba kyogala kuweza ssente ku manegulamu oweereza amannya gange geegozesa kyusa mannya Shame mu Malende ennamba ya ssimu zezo zenkusomedde location zezo era Kampala Uganda okitegeera n'olwekyo osobola okukozesa manegulamu kuba temwagala olaga transactions zino kyobezze direct oba ki naye nga twagala okwebaza byonna bye mukoze engeri yonna gye muyimiriddewo ku lwaffe tukimanyi timukola omulimu gwamanyi yonna gye muli wano ne mu diaspora tukimanyi bulungi nti bwemu ateeka ettaffaali ate tukimanyi bulungi nti ne mu rulingi gundi tulinamu abantu nabo abalwanira justice and fairness ate nga nene waffe tulinayo n'abalwanira justice and fairness ate tulinayo n'abalwana obulwanyi nga tebagala nkyukakyuka ejje byonna gye biri buli sayidi naye at the end of the day Katonda ali mu control Katonda ayagala justice and fairness olina kucekinga mutima gwo okulaba tikyokola kigasa abantu ate olina okulaba nga buli omu akozesa ky'olina okuyamba abantu kano ngenda kasembyayo ku page mwenna abanfolowinga njagala kubategeeza nti bw'ogenda ku Facebook page yonna n'osanga nga page eringa eyange naye beriko ebifaananyi byange epostinga buli kyenkola buli lunaku eyo page tebeera yange kubanga fake pages nyingi ze bagguddewo naye nga si zange ne bababbira mu mbeegayidde saagala bababbi ogenda ku page nga yalaka soba Shame mu Malende scrolling wansi ajja kusangako live zange kuba mbadde nkola live nga mpa update ku misango mu kkooti yenze mwennyini ojja kuba ondaba page bw'ogiscrollingako tekuliko live yange ze Shame mu Malende oyo tabanze oyo aba muffere okubiri sanga omuntu akuweereza message nakugamba nti yeetaaga obuyambi bwa kkooti oba wa prison naye ng'aweereza nga nze ntize Shame mu Malende nakuwa ennamba y'essimu nga tereeta mannya gange Shame mu Malende oyo naye aba muffere ekyokusatu nina akawunti emu yokka eya Facebook yeno kwenjogera eya Shame mu Malende tuli mu kuprocesinga politic n'ebisigadde Twitter account nina emu yokka bweti nga kati kakibite Instagram in fact Twitter teri nnyo activated bulungi n'olwekyo bwe mulaba eri active oyo sinze abasigadde bayinza okuba nga bafaani bayinza okuba nga bannakigwanyizi sigana muntu kulwaninga kintu nga faani naye saagala muntu ababbira mu linnya lyange direct oyewona ejjenjagadde obbabo kensembyawo kali ku basawo abasawo ensi ebeetaaga Uganda ebeetaaga ne bwerwa beetaaga mbadde mbasaba kimanyi bangi mumwe muli bazira kisa era bangi mumwe mukabidde gavumenti ebongeza ssente era egenda kubongeza kubanga ejja gavumenti gye mwalindidde obwedda naye kyengezaako okubagamba nti abasawo mbadde nsaba mufune omutima abasawo abantu baffe bonna bakaaba gye bali mbadde nsaba abasawo buli omu wooli oba oli mu ddwaliro lya maini oba oli mu ddwaliro lya private clinic oba hospital whatever it is osobola okukyajinga omuntu ssente z'okugula eddagala oba pamba bw'ogenda okukozesa naye kikole nga saddaaka ti omuntu operation oba ayagala mujjako miliyoni 10 oba miliyoni 6 oba 3 oba emu nga talina osobola okukikola nga saddaaka n'omuoperatinga ku bwerere kasita aba ng'aleese material ng'olaba ng'abadde emabega naye ojja kufuna omukisa tuyambe abantu baffe ensi eriffe twetaaga abantu abalamu naye nga twetaaga saavisi ezammwe ng'abasawo naye nga tugamba nti musasulwe naye mutandika mubeere nga mukyongeramu amaanyi nti osobola okuyamba omuntu ku free service oba ku ssente ezawansi yadde nga tofunamu ako ke kagundi kakasembera ngenda bawako kati ni mu luzungu Shamim Malende is my name Kampala District Woman Member of Parliament today I came to give you a brief about Honorable Ssegirinya case that transpired today at Uganda Road Court before her worship Gladys Kamasanyu, and maybe a brief of other cases. Today I just want to inform you it is not good news here in Uganda. First and foremost, our Cyprian Chistoranga has been buried today, and we also lost Omulamuzi Simba today. So details about his back will be communicated. Secondly, the Edimutwes, Nubiandi, Danmagic, and all others, they are still under detention at Chitalia prison. And we are doing our best to see how to assist them. So that's also not good news. Honorable Ssegirinya Muhammad was presented in court today at Uganda Road Court, but he was also, the court did not entertain his bail application and the hearing of the case, and then he has been remanded back to Chitalia prison until 15th April 2021, and that is next week on Thursday. So that is also not good news. Today we had the Bisonto Comedy Group appearing in court, and they were supposed to have their matter heard. However, state in personal conduct of the case said that inquiries are still ongoing and they had no witnesses in court. So the Bisonto Group case has been adjourned to the 10th day of May 2021. Then I also call upon Ugandans that if you have any missing persons that were maybe abducted or taken by drones or arrested and you don't know where they are, very many youths and Ugandans are being produced before the Bombo Military Court. And this is the court martial of Bombo. Please just make some time and go there, because most of the youths are presented there, and I'm usually there twice a week. They bring them in different groups every week. At least 2 to 3 groups are presented before the chairman of that court. And if they have relatives and people standing for them, the court will give them bail. But then I get a challenge that when they are presented, sometimes they don't have relatives there. They don't know where they are. So it is better that if you have any missing person, you can go to Bombo Court Martial to find out if your person has been cause listed there and on which date they are appearing there, so that they can have justice served and be bailed out. Now, about Ssegirinya Muhammad, as you know, just briefly, his bail, the court has not entertained his bail application because the senator was claiming that she has 3 witnesses in court and she wanted the hearing to proceed without the bail application. So we opposed that prayer because we have a right to pre-trial disclosure of all these documents. We have not had the opportunity to interview our accused person, Honorable Ssegirinya, because he's under strict detention in Italia, where access to him is restricted. As lawyers, we have not interviewed him. Secondly, we have not got the witness statements upon which these people are intending to rely on, and we have not interviewed him on those statements. So we have said that we cannot proceed. It will be a misjustice for our client. It will be injustice for our client if we presented this case before we interviewed him on the statements which we have not got. So we pray to God that since bail is a right, let the bail application be entertained, and then the man will be free. After all, he's a leader and elected member of parliament for Kawempe North constituency, and still the serving Lord Councillor Kawempe North, so he cannot abscond. And the bail does not take away the case. It does not terminate the case. So we tried to address court on those grounds, but court was not able to agree with us because they were stuck. The state attorney was stuck that if hearing does not proceed, let even the bail not proceed. And that it was so unfortunate that the court chose to agree with the state attorney and declined to hear the bail application for Honorable Ssegirinya Muhammad. Actually, we even gave them an alternative and said, if you're dying to have your witnesses presented, the three, we are ready. Have them examined in the chief, and the cross-examination can be deferred to another date when we have already had disclosure and interviewed our client, but still they rejected that argument. So basically that is sad news in Uganda. As I speak now, Honorable Ssegirinya Muhammad is still under detention at Chitalia, and he has been remanded back to Chitalia until 15th April 2021. But I also want to remind you that even the first time when Ssegirinya was presented the court on 26th March 2021, when the plea was taken, because the charge is inciting violence, when he was presented, still we had all the sureties ready and everyone, and there was no excuse for remanding him. But the trial magistrate Hawaship Kamasani brothers again chose to remand the guy to Chitalia prison. So we are saying that these are unfortunate events, and we are saying that as officers of court, whether you're magistrate, a judge, a deputy registrar, a lawyer, whether on defense, not there to keep criminals in society, but we are all there to see that justice is served fairly and well. And to my fellow lawyers, the state prosecutors and attorneys, I want to tell you one thing, that when you are a prosecutor or an attorney, a state attorney, you are not a witness in the case, you're just a lawyer, you are an officer of court, you're supposed to serve justice. So you are supposed to just lead the witnesses. You don't become automatically a witness for the prosecution. So you don't submit like you're a witness in the matter because you are not there. Similarly, it applies to the defense counsel. I only interview my witness and lead according to the law and the facts, and I help to guide the court. And that is what I want us, all of us, to pick. Finally, I want to have a word of caution, or I'm sending a word to the medical doctors and practitioners around the world, and especially here in Uganda. Please, we are having a dying population. Our people are so poor. We know you are experts at medicine and doing whatever you do, and we know you have done a good job. You are paid peanuts. Some of you are operating your clinic so that you can make a living. But again, if you want things to be good for you, I advise you to also employ charity in your service. For example, if someone comes at your medical clinic or hospital, whatever, for a service, a private clinic, you can decide to give some pro bono services. You can say that my consultation is free, but buy maybe the cotton, buy the macarena, the tablets, maybe buy the equipments that I'm going to use, the simple equipments, the simple ones that they can afford, which the country has not put in hospitals, but the simple ones, they are those simple ones which you can use. So please make it as a kind of charity. It will help. We shall help so many dying souls. We shall help so many people. Leave a person only if you can, that you have no choice. You don't have cotton wool. You don't have what. You can even decide to do it at a discounted, at a discount. For example, if you have an operation at 3 million or 10 million, 7 million, and you can choose to say, as something of charity, let me charge 1 million, or let me charge 500,000 shillings as my consultancy fee, and then the person buys all the things that I'm going to use in doing the operation. So basically, that is that. Shamim Malende, I remain yours, the Kampala District Member of Parliament, elect on the National Unity Platform ticket. Thank you all for watching. If you need to send any assistance for the pro bono services, we offer free legal services. You can always send some money on my MTN line, which is 0772 55 1588, and that number is in my names of Shamim Malende. Equally, there is Airtel, which is 0702 55 1588, and it is also in my names of Shamim Malende. You can even choose to send via MoneyGram, whatever you can, because we keep getting so many, represent so many of these boys across the country, just as a fuel expenses for just feeding as we move across the country. That is all. I also want to warn the entire public that please, let you not be conned. Many people have opened fake pages in my names, even putting my photos and even copying whatever I put on my page, and they put it on that particular page. Please don't be conned. So if you want to know which actual Facebook page is for Shamim Malende, you have to scroll down and find my lives, because I always do lives trying to give an update of what happens in court and police. So please don't be mistaken. Make sure that you follow the right person. Many people have been being conned, and as finally, please don't be conned into sending someone money on a mobile money number which does not reflect my names. That will be fake, especially if the person asks that money in my name saying that it is me, Shamim Malende, when I'm actually not the one. So basically, that is what I want to tell you about. But I also want to tell you finally that General Okero is one of the foot soldiers here. Is going to be presented at Naweru Court tomorrow. So we need all the assistance so that we can assist him. He has been in police detention at Kawempe for some time. Thank you so much for listening to me. Big up.